And hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Alewolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the no-throne cicerone, alias Maximus. And welcome back to the stream, folks. As you might have noticed, this is the kind of my newish starting time for stream, closer to 2:30 Pacific Daylight Time, and that is still in an effort to maybe shorten a bit the time that I am streaming. Just hoping that it's not affecting anybody's schedule. I don't know why you would alter your schedule based on when this stream goes live, but stranger things have happened. Of course, we got our friend Churro over on that side, and one thing you might notice is that unfortunately he's wearing a giant cone today, and the reason for that is because a dear old boy over there has been picking at his butt. And I'm sure that maybe this is something that happens to other dogs. He just will pick at certain patches of fur on his butt, lick them up until he essentially has no fur on that spot, and it becomes reddened and inflamed. It's nothing major or anything like that, but he's got to stop doing that because he's gonna hurt himself. And so this is the second time that this has happened recently, and so I've decided to, in addition to treat the site, to also just prevent him from doing that. So at least for a couple of days he's gonna have to be wearing the cone of shame, or as I like to call it, the Elizabethan cone. The Elizabethan cone. So he's a bit grumpy. Please bear with him. The other thing that I have to talk about, of course, is because this is Ales and Fails, that we're going to talk about what's on tap today. And this one is something that we've had recently. I wanted to start off with something just a little bit light. This is Schufferhofer Hefeweizen beer, grapefruit. And as you can see, it is orange. And you might be wondering, well, why is this beer orange ales? I thought beers were golden colored and delicious looking. Why are you drinking orange juice? Well, actually, this is not your conventional beer. The style of this beer is officially a radler. Now, what exactly is a radler, you might be wondering? It's actually quite simple. If you're a cocktail drinker, I don't particularly fancy myself a cocktail drinker. I don't fancy myself a lot of things, but if you do, you know that it's like a spirit combined with a number of other things to make something delicious. Well, a radler is similar in concept. What it is, it's 2 parts beer, and it's generally wheat beer, and you combine that with some other one part citrus drink, so something like lemonade, something like grapefruit juice, something like orange juice, and essentially it's like a beer cocktail. The wheat gives it some body. Of course, wheat beers are a little bit more hefty in terms of their composition, a little bit more foamy even, and of course the juice itself actually makes it so that it's got a sweeter taste to it. It's quite approachable in the sense that not only is it very low in alcohol, I've never seen anything higher than a 3%, to be honest with you, but again, just because it's got that fruity taste, it'll lure people that wouldn't necessarily go for beer if they are avoiding the bitters. So that's kind of that's exactly what a radler is. Let's go ahead and actually see what Untappd has to say on the matter by going over here. And voila, 2.5% alcohol by volume. Hafa. Now that you've discovered the unique taste of our beer, we salute your ways to keep it fresh. As an original, the first to combine Hefeweizen beer and grapefruit juice, we'd like to introduce you to the proper pronunciation of our unusual and challenging name, Schufferhofer. And yeah, I remember that pronunciation guide. Very much appreciate that. Schufferhofer. It's a solid pronunciation. I am not the biggest fan of grapefruit in general, but I will enjoy it with some good beers. So I definitely make an exception when it comes to this. Let's go ahead and actually taste this. So one thing that I mentioned last time I had this is, of course, this is in a clear bottle. And one of the things that gives me concern, gives me a fear, nervousness, is when a beer comes in a clear bottle. And the reason for that is simply because you want to protect your beer from light. The reason why you want that is because, unfortunately, if you put your beer out in the light, it will eventually start degrading some compounds, a process formally scientifically known as skunking. And so you might have actually enjoyed some of that if you've ever had a Corona. Corona, the beer that has the clearest of bottles. Some people think that that's part of the charm. I don't like it. So, I bought this beer thinking, well, it's a German beer. I should probably trust in it. And at least the time that I've had it, it hasn't really shown a strong sign of that skunking effect. But I do keep it in the dark. So maybe there's that. As you can see, because it's a wheat beer, it's relatively thick in body composition. Wheat beers tend to be unfiltered, which means that what you have in your fermentation tank is mostly what ends up in your glass. Now, as you can see, the orange glow from the grapefruit itself, it's very healthy. It's definitely got some grapefruit sedimentation here. Very strong grapefruit notes, almost a cream, buttercream. Some slight weediness, but nothing to write home about on the nose. If I'm an ale beer viewer, great to have you today. So light. I want to say at most a 2 out of 5 in terms of body composition. That weediness does give it a little bit of body. Sweetness, but balanced. I feel like this particular Radler keeps its cards close to its chest. It doesn't necessarily go overboard with the sweetness. You can definitely taste the citrus from the grapefruit, but again, it's not bitter. It's actually quite mellow. If you told me this was like sweet oranges, I would probably believe you. Kind of just like a mellow creamy taste. Maybe a little bit of vanilla is something that I'm sensing in there as well. And yeah, nice mouthfeel. Very light on the carbonation. Kind of just gentle on the palate. And again, I think what I appreciate the most about this is the fact that it is conservative with its sugars. I feel like a number of Radlers, particularly the American ones, tend to go overboard with the sugars, which can be somebody's cup of tea, but not necessarily mine. Let's go ahead and actually rate this. 275 seems like a solid score. It's good, but it's not, it's nothing that I would run to the store for. There's very few beers that I would run to the store for. Maybe like barley wines or like Christmas stouts. With the holidays coming and all, it would be lovely to run to the store and get a couple of Christmas stouts. But that is a topic for another day. Today's question of the night: what is your most recent earworm? And I thought about posting this simply because I've had a couple of songs stuck in my head. But the one that I would like to talk about is the one that comes at the end of the new anime Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8 is the story of this guy that joins the Special Defense Force to fight Kaiju, but finds himself being the host of a Kaiju himself. And so he gets Kaiju powers. Anyways, the ending song is Nobody by One Republic. And it's like, nobody, 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 nobody's got you the way I do. And yeah, I keep that song just keeps playing in my head. It's a leveling ending theme if you've ever actually seen it. I'd suggest you look for it in YouTube. But yeah, it's quite good. So what's your most recent earworm? I would love to know. No, feel free not to answer. So today we're actually going back to Baldur's Gate 3. If you joined me last time, you might recall that I totally whiffed during the last section. I tried to take back the Temple of Saloon, aka the Goblin Camp, and I found myself in the middle of town like a fool. And I think I had to face like 30 different goblins, and honestly, I was gonna lose. I was pretty sure I was gonna lose that fight. So today we're doing it. We're using the rewind machine and we're going back to an earlier save. And we're going to do it right. We're going to do it right. Now let's go back. Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, so my original plan was to actually do some housekeeping off stream, but of course, as always, what ended up happening is I didn't do that, so I'll have to do the housekeeping here this morning, today. We're going to go with this save. I think this is before the fight. This is way earlier. Let's go with this. Let me fix this camera angle just a bit. I generally like to show off my shirts. I definitely like my shirts. Okay. Oh, and there's a young churro drinking some water. I'm always impressed by the fact that he can actually do that despite the fact that he's wearing that thing on his head. There he goes, that sweetheart. What a sweetheart. Look at it. Let's see if I get Corgi Cam XL. Unfortunately, I can't switch to the Corgi Cam XL while he's while I'm on my live screen. Wait, why am I burning? Oh, never mind. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to camp, simply because I need a ranged character. And of course, my best ranged character happens to be my wizards, either Gale or what's his name? Will. And it certainly would be nice if somebody came to help us. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Halson.
You wish to speak?
No, I think we've already talked about this. So yeah, I want to see actually what Will is looking like right now. Character sheets. Yes, can I see him? Can I not? Characteristics, reactions, proficiencies, statistics. Baldurian. Reactions. He's a folk hero after all. Where can I see his spells though? I want to see some spells. Level 4 warlock and a 4 folk hero. I guess I can't see them here. Maybe I need to see them as spellbook, right? Spellbook makes more sense. Prepared spells. Seems like I actually need to put him in the party before that happens. Now, I don't want to leave Shadowheart behind because Shadowheart will always be by my side. See, this is the times where I start to think, why can't I have like larger parties? It's unfortunate. I would love to have like 2 wizards and another melee, and then that would be like a solid group, but right now it's like my rotating group of people happens to be this slot right here. Maybe I'll put Karlak away. I might need some force though. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Karlak. Karlak is pretty sturdy though. I like my Karlaks. I haven't taken Asterion in a while. I'm gonna put Will back into the fold. Sorry, Gale. That's what I keep meaning to say Gale. Come with us. I am so happy that we don't have to give him any more magical artifacts.
Someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
Of course, someone will have to watch the cook pot.
Wonderful. Lead on then.
You crazy kid. Why did he gain so much XP all of a sudden? So yeah, let's check out these spell books. Prepare spells. Command. Creature to flee, move. Spells must be before they can be used. They can only be prepared outside of combat. Which of these things hasn't been working out for me? Known spells. Shield of Faith. I somehow doubt that I can... Oh, it seems like I can choose something. Wrathful Smite. And of course, this is a level 1 spell slot. This might actually be more useful for us right now. We're gonna have to be slightly more pugilistic. Always available spells. Nice. Class actions. And of course, these are our smites.
My faith will guide me.
I know it will. Here's my spell books. Prepared spells. And I'm generally happy with Shadowheart spells because she does tend to focus with the heals and the magics. So I'm actually not moving any of her stuff. Cantrips. How about... Wait.
Keep a blade close.
And... Class actions. Sneak attack melee, sneak attack ranged. Dash. Disengage. So unfortunately he doesn't actually have any like spells or anything like that. Weapon actions, class actions.
The air is ripe with magic.
And Will is just like a force to be reckoned with. I want to keep him as is. Okay, just gotta make sure that everyone is properly equipped, I suppose.
And these things have stayed interesting.
That's one way to look at things. Let me see if I can buy anything from Volo.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, my friend. Let's see, trade. So let's sort things. How do we sort? By value. Okay. So crap that I don't need. Can I actually multi-select with this? No. Oh, I can just click on it, huh? Nice. A bucket. Bone. All of them. Sell all the bottles, why don't you? I wonder what he's doing with all this stuff. Some undies. Potion of animal speaking. I don't even know why I would need this. I almost feel like I should just send this to camp. Random circlet. Pitchfork. I guess it's like a spear. Poison resist. Silver locket. The oil of accuracy. Okay, I think most of this stuff is probably okay to keep around. Leather helmet. Potion of sleep. I might give some of these things to the others though. I can tell you that I won't be using them myself. Infernal iron. I sure have a lot of thieves' tools. Okay, does anybody else have junk they need to sell? Tasteful boots. And a random note. A wall map. Now Asterion, do you have anything of use over here? He's got some arrows. He's got the trap disarm tool, the thieves tools, some bombs. But nothing particularly burdensome. And Gale really has nothing. Okay, I think we're good. Now I want to see if this guy's got some stuff for me. Okay. Where are you? Okay, let's see what he's got. Well, he's got a bunch of my junk, of course. Lots of bottles. Ooh, camp supplies. Let's see if he has any magical items or anything like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he has like any scrolls or anything of that nature. Oh wait, he does have some potions. I might take these. Can he give me like a bonus? What is this? Potion of animal speaking. I literally just gave that away. Scroll of sleep. Scroll of shocking grasp. Okay, so I'll take the potions, but I don't think I need anything else from him. Let's go ahead and redistribute some of these items to the rest of the party. I accidentally clicked to see if his research had actually done anything.
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep, just behind the orbital socket.
Okay, it hasn't changed.
Needle in my tunic after all.
We're not doing this. I told you. Let's be polite. I'd rather get a second opinion.
You won't find a more learned opinion on this
Okay,
matter,
let's...
I assure you.
No. There's gotta be a better way. Maybe a magical way. I think,
You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
I don't think he knows that, though. I don't think he knows that. Okay. So yeah, let me make sure that everyone has their proper things. Alchemy. Clearly I have nothing. I should definitely work on this alchemy stuff. Just because I know that that would be actually useful later on in the run. What are these? Supplements? Yeah, I gotta put some time into that at some point. Illicit powers. We're not doing that. Journal. Long rest. Turn-based mode. Map. Waypoints. And alchemy. Okay, so what we want to do is look at our character sheet and redistribute some of this stuff. And unfortunately, we've got ads starting in about 3 minutes, folks. 3 minutes. So let's see. Let's give some of this stuff, good stuff away. Shadowheart has 4 potions and a greater potion. Asterion has nothing. And Gale has 4. So maybe I need to give him like 4 of these potions. Actions. Asterion. Why did you give them all? Ah, that's something that I hate. Split. I wish there was a more intuitive way of doing this. And of course we didn't want Gale, we wanted Asterion. There we go. Now send this to Timaeus. Okay. Very cool. So Will, Karlak. Okay, so some of this stuff, basic poison, drow poison. Coat your active weapon with poison. Give this one to Asterion, I guess. Arcane cultivation, dark vision, fire resist. Accuracy. These seem nice. Let's also split this one and give one more to good old Asti. Maybe some of these scrolls might help. Simple toxin damage, wyvern toxin. I know I gave him like a bunch of arrows. Scroll of burning hands. Each flammable target is hit with 3 to 18 fire. Maybe give some of this to Shadowheart. Conjure minor elemental. That's kind of nifty. Animal friendship. Protection from good and evil. Mirror image. Mage armor. That's kind of neat too. Invisibility. Hold person. And ads are starting very soon, folks. Featherfall. Speak with the dead. What is this? Sorrow. It's a glaive. Who uses a glaive? I don't know. How come I have no rings? Gale. Oh, nice. All the tasteful boots, of course. Yeah, but a bunch of food. Stores your camp supplies.
What am I to do?
What are you to do? Main hand. Not proficient with heavy crossbows, huh? 1 to 10 damage.
Well, hello.
Not proficient with glaives. That's unfortunate. Ooh. Let's go with this. Beautiful. Okay, and welcome back from Ants, folks. We're just doing a few finishing touches on our equipment here. Asterian's eccentric clothes. Light crossbow. It doesn't seem like he's proficient with heavy crossbows, unfortunately. Short bow. And then Gale has
No rest for the wicked, I see.
no rest at all. Can he wear one of these things? Medium armor. Okay, so that might be useful. I don't like the way it looks, but he'll have to wear it. Who's wearing this? Advantage in Constitution saving throw checks. +1. Hey, why doesn't Asterian wear this actually? Is he not proficient with that particular piece of equipment? I guess it's not really even a choice. That's unfortunate.
Lost in thought.
Oh, it's camp clothes that I was looking at. That's the problem.
Watch your back.
I shall watch my back. Okay, let's try this one more time. So, gain a +1 bonus to stealth checks. Let's do that. He is ever the sneaky type. And what about these boots? Spring step boots and the water sparkers. When the wearer stands in water during combat, it becomes electrified. When the wearer dashes or takes similar action, they gain momentum. So let's put this one on, since I feel like Asterian is constantly dashing. I like that. Gloves of archery. You gain proficiency with longbows and short bows. I believe he already had that though. Whose is this? The dead hold no secrets for the... Ooh. So you can speak with the dead, huh? Okay, but we were looking at Gale.
Desire.
Doesn't seem like there's anything of particular use for him. This might be cool though. I don't think that he would ever be using that in water though. Equipped by Shadowheart already. Some nifty gloves. Fleet fingers. Once per turn, after the wearer dashes or takes a similar, they can jump without using a bonus action. I don't think that's really useful for him. What about these? Wearer gets advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by 2 or more foes. This might be something better for Timaeus, to be honest with you.
Never a dull moment.
No, there isn't, my friend. No, there isn't. Absolute Bane on a hit with a weapon attack. Oh, wow. Wraith. Thank you so much for that, Dark. Very much appreciated. Welcome in, Raiders. Let me go ahead and let's move over to this screen for just a quick second. Alright. Well, welcome on in, Dark. Very much appreciate you popping in. How are you doing today? How was How was your stream? And more importantly, what were you streaming? Thank you very much, everyone. And oh, Chungus, guitarist. I know that I believe you're a member of Jenny's community as well. Welcome in. Thank you so much for popping in with Dark. Let's see, pumpkins, bees, and eggs galore. It is a raid forevermore. Dark Rise Dream and Eggies enshroud the chat. Hello, hi, hello. I appreciate the rhyme. But yes, once again, thank you very much everyone for popping in. Let me see if I've got this properly. Alright, and while I have everyone's attention here, kindly give our friend Dark Rise Dream a follow, who is an excellent streamer and wonderful friend of the community. Last time they were playing Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion HD renovation. What is that about? I can only assume that it's a horror terror game, but feel free to expound on that. And welcome on in at 171st Street Games. Good to have you as well. How are you doing? Happy Friday to you. Let's see. Thank you. I'm glad you like the rhyme. Yeah, that's actually far more creative than my rave message. So kudos to you and proper welcoming. Cheers to you all. Good to have you. My name is Ailes. I call myself the excellence of an execution and Beer Goggles 21, among other things. I like to talk about beers, craft beers, and I like to play games. Generally do persistent campaigns. Currently doing Baldur's Gate 3. So I also have a corgi, which is partially hidden in this camera over here. His name is Churro, and today he's feeling grumpy because unfortunately he's wearing the cone of shame. But yeah, cheers to everyone. Very happy to have you today. But yeah, once again, let me know how your stream went, Dark. But of course, if anybody has to raid and run, or as I like to say, raid and fade, please feel free to do so. I know that streaming can definitely take a bite out of you. So if you need to just relax, if you need to go grab some snacks, take a nap, grab a coffee, watch something else, please feel free to do so. Wow, thank you so much for the subscription, Chungus. That was very kind of you. Obviously you have a choice when subscribing to people, and it is very kind of you to consider this stream worth subscribing. Never feel obligated to do so, and highly appreciate you. Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you. And correct me if I'm wrong, but are you also a streamer? I thought I was under the impression that you were a streamer as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, thank you so much. Let's see, it was okay. My internet was acting up apparently at the end there, so I had to end early, unfortunately, because it kept ending and restarting the stream for some reason. You know, I kind of hate it whenever my internet starts going on and off. It's like everything is working right before I start streaming, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, I see a dip in my quality, and then somebody tells me, oh, stream off, while I'm just like ranting about nonsense. So I totally get that. I hope it's something that just goes away on its own. I have the worst of times trying to troubleshoot internet issues. Let's see. But yeah, I'm just stinky. I am sure you smell just fine, Chungus. But yeah, very much appreciate that subscription. But yeah, so today we're playing Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if anybody's a fan of that game. We are actually getting prepared to go take arms in a goblin camp. So if you like tactical combat, feel free to hang out. I mostly play this game for the role-playing aspect of it, but you know, you can't escape combat in this crazy world of fantasy and fighting. But with that, let's go ahead and move back over here. And let's see. Right, exactly. That's what happened with me. I was having decent internet, and then suddenly it just started messing up. But yeah, I'm glad you were on for me to raid. Well, once again, very kind of you, Dark. I very much appreciate that. Oh, and thank you very much for the follow. We do have anonymous follows here. Feel free to introduce yourself, or certainly feel free to, enjoy your lurk. Highly appreciate your time. I certainly know that your time is valuable. But yeah, it is kind of messy. Once again, thank you very much for the gesture. You have made my day. Okay. Let's go back over here. So yeah, I was kind of just like trying to see if I had any additional wares for the fellows over here. I think I'm as prepared as I can possibly be. I think we're fine. Let's have a short rest because I think that might actually make more sense since it seems like Asterion is a little bit worn out. I think he may have had a hit. And actually, I feel like we're fine. Let's maybe just a short rest instead of a long rest.
I'll fill that one later.
Okay, cool. Oh my god, I kept reading the question of the night wrong. I thought it was asking about the most recent earthworm. And I was like, well, no, we do love our annelids and our earthworms and our long-footed friends, but no, I was actually just asking about an earworm. How often do people come across earthworms for us to have a most recent one? I hope that maybe if you live in a farm, maybe they are more prevalent, and that's totally fine. But no, I was actually talking about like a recent song that stuck in your head, and I was just telling folks that the one that's been recently popping in my head is the ending theme of Kaiju number 8, which is a relatively new anime. The song is by One Republic. It's Nobody, and it goes like, nobody's got you the way I do. Nobody, nobody, nobody. There's lots of nobodies in the song. Maybe that's why it's stuck in my head. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let's get out of here. Catchy rhythm. I'm sorry that I just destroyed your first impression of that song, Dark. I feel like you could just probably look it up on YouTube if you're actually interested. But I apologize for that. I probably just drove off everyone that came in. Okay, so we need to find a way into this goblin camp without triggering a gigantic fight. That's kind of what I want to do. So I'm going to switch to Asterion because he's the most stealthy one. And we're going to try to find another way in. I don't know how feasible that is, but we'll give it a shot. I'm also going to go ahead and save right now. Just because I don't want to have to redo this. Yeah, I'm not... as you may have just told from this interaction, I don't have the greatest pipes in the world. I'm no T-Swizzle, but I certainly try. Alright, so I think the way to do this is maybe go through the bluffs over here. I was able to make this jump last time, so I might just go ahead and do that. We've got to jump! Oh, it's gonna hurt, isn't it? It's probably gonna hurt. I don't like getting hurt. Only 1 HP, so it won't be so bad. Wow! Okay. 1 hit. Hopefully the others follow me. I really hope the others follow me. And we just got into battle. Okay. Where's my enemy? It's all the way up there.
On the way.
Okay, so we're gonna try and fight this guy. We've got an 88%, and I feel like we can probably pull off a sneak attack, maybe? Maybe. Here we go. Ooh, okay. I think we're gonna actually get him, knock him out like in a single shot. beautiful. Or as Madonna once said, beautiful stranger. I am sorry that I keep singing. Okay. So the question here is why no one else in my party is actually following me. I find that a little odd. Just a little bit odd. What is this chest? Oh, we already opened this, huh? I wonder if I just leave them up here, if I can switch to my other party members. And...
Can't even catch my breath.
wait, why are these guys... oh, jeez. And this... why did you... okay. I'm resetting. I just triggered the entire camp to fight me. What a pain in the butt kiss. See, and I think like this entire thing would have been avoided if they had just followed me into the jump. Actually, I feel like I keep having that issue, so let me actually look up how you make it so that your Baldur's Gate 3 characters follow you after you jump. After a jump. Companions not following after a jump is infuriating. It's a Reddit. Let's see. Agreed. I get it if they have low strength and I can't make the distance, but most of the time they just freeze on the ledge and then you swap to the companions and your main character jumps back. Sometimes this can be remedied by hitting the ungroup regroup button. How do I do this then? Companions no longer jumping to follow. Why won't my companions follow me in Baldur's Gate 3? Press the L2 and then triangle to group. This should normally fix your problem. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's an actual way to do this. Come on, Astarion. This is no time for diplomacy. Okay, we're gonna get hurt again. But that's okay. Okay, and now I'm going to hit the group regroup. Press L2 and then triangle. Are they coming? Wait. Did they split or did group all? How about now? They're just hanging there. What is up with that? I'm giving them plenty of space. Let's see. Press L2 and then triangle to group.
Ah, excellent choice.
Well, at least I can jump by myself. 1 HP. So he can move here. Let's move to Shadowheart.
Whatever it takes.
Don't jump back, please. Just stay there. Oh, right. They can't jump back. Nice. I hope. And finally, Timaeus. He's gonna take the biggest hit here. Why did she just jump back? Okay, that was silly. And now go back to
Let's get
Shadowheart.
on with it.
Why did he jump back? This is infuriating. Wow. Maybe if I switch back to him really quickly.
Back home will ever believe this.
Go, 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 go. Okay. So everyone should be right here. Nobody's jumping away. Thank goodness. Okay, that was way too difficult to pull off. Imagine this. It's Baldur's Gate 3, and your biggest challenge just so happens to be making sure that everyone stays on the same side of the ledge. I'm just like, why? Why? Nobody's got you the way I do. That's the other lyric that I remember.
Careful, I might.
Okay, so this is gonna trigger a fight with this guy. Maybe I can stealth. Hide. Help, disengage, hide, dash. How do I stealth? I don't know. I feel like that's just something that happens naturally. Maybe. I don't know. There we go. Commence battle! So we're gonna pull off the same move.
On my way.
Wait, where is that guy? Oh, right there. Not enough movement. Can I actually shoot at him from here? Sneak attack ranged. Ah, that should be good. Take him down. Beautiful. And hey, guess what? Nobody had to pick a fight with anybody else today. So, can we just group up, everyone? Group all.
There is work to do.
I wonder why they're not following me naturally.
Can't give up now.
Are they gonna follow me now? So Gale is coming with me. For some reason, Shadowheart is staying behind, and I don't understand why. Yeah, just group. And we've got ads starting in about 3 minutes, folks. I apologize for that. Don't believe the lies of Andor, of course. How do I make everyone just regroup? How do I... Okay, now everyone's with a group, right? Yes. So silly.
Touch me.
Let me see if I can just slowly move in. I can definitely see that there's an enemy right there. But hopefully I'm not in their field of vision. Hopefully. Let's do one more save right here, because I'm concerned that this is actually going to trigger yet another town-sized fight. And of course, if we happen to hit... actually, I'll say that when we hit ads, I'll take a quick break. It's a locked chest. Scroll of Raised Sickness. Guys, come on this side. Would you stop being silly? So we'll take a quick break during the ads. I gotta take a quick bio break. But we'll be back after that. Might make sense to do that anyways. Maybe let's go up the ladder. And that's where we were before. Feel like as long as we are here, we actually have a certain level of advantage, since they'll actually have to come to us. Now, ads are starting soon. Like I said, we'll take a quick break and we will be back. Wonder if I should just first strike everyone. Oh, I could just switch to Gale, and maybe lightning bolt that particular magic missile, that thing. Level 2. Ooh, 100% wooden support. And that will take care of this guy. I think that my main issue last time was this lady up here. Target is too far, huh? Well, she was definitely doing bad damage against me. Ad is starting soon, folks. Trying to see what would cause the most damage here. Ooh, slightly drunk. Alright, let's take a break. back, folks. Thank you for allowing me a few moments for a quick bio break. We are playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, and I am about to engage in combat with the denizens of the Goblin Camp, aka the Temple of Saloon. And I'm trying to approach this tactically. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can do to maximize my output here. As you can see, on this side over here, and you can probably see my mouse cursor. This is actually where I started my last attempt at this. And literally, if you teleport in, you'll just get surrounded and swarmed with goblins, which is something that I don't want. And so I decided to use the side wall here, and I'm trying to see what would be the best thing that I can do to cripple these guys before the match actually even begins. And I'm not encountering anything that particularly suggests to me, oh hey, maybe you should do this. Let's see if we switch to Asterion. Maybe he has a few more options. If I do sneak attack ranged, burning, that's not really gonna do anything. And really, one of the biggest targets here is Buyang Piddle, because she's constantly casting spells against us during this entire fight. So it's definitely a difficult person to take down. I feel like what we're gonna do is probably stay here, keep this particular hold right there, or maybe even mobilize over here. Wonder what happens if I simply take these guys out. I feel like it's gonna start trigger combat anyways, so maybe not the best idea. Maybe we'll use a firebolt and burn down some of this stuff. Let's see. Scroll of fire. Hurl. A wooden support. That one should burn down easily. This one should burn down as well. But what would the advantage of this be other than taking this guy out? Tracker cares. That might actually be useful. Anything else that we can burn up? I'm gonna say probably not. Let's go for it. Let's just give it a shot and see what happens. This is what separates the boys from the smaller boys. All my love till long ago. Alright. And commence battle! Okay, so we've got Gale. Gale starting on first. What is good? I need to take out the Rangers as fast as I can. Brawler Tiny, Novice of the Absolute. They are slightly drunk. What is a simple spell that I can do? Maybe just a tiny... Oh, actually he has arrows. Ranged attack. 95. 55, but path is no good. Let me see if I can switch. No, I can't switch to somebody else. It's a 55. But it would get him off my hair. Decisions. What else do I have? Create water. Ray of Frost. Path is interrupted. I wonder why it says path is interrupted though. Huh, interesting. Let's just hit him with a magic missile. I really don't want to risk it here. Spell slot 1. 100%. Take him out. No, just hit him. Okay, so he's out. Gale is then going to really do nothing more than that at this point. We end turn Gale. Okay, so Asterion. Let's see, what's... Asterion is gonna come down with me, and he's gonna play second melee. I think that makes the most sense. Maybe he'll actually plop over here. I just don't want to leave him alone. I feel like he's gonna get into trouble. Maybe what we can do... We can't go up there. That would be madness! Or is it Sparta? Can we actually jump instead? Not enough space. I could potentially do some damage by ranging, but let me move over here.
This will do nicely.
Oh, hey, why did you do that? That's not what I... Stop, stop. Come on, dude. Let's see. I almost feel like he should probably hide. A bonus action to hide.
Ready or no?
Too far away. Not enough movement. Why is it that I have not movement for anything? Okay, cancel. Cancel. I only have a standard action, I guess. Let's go with... I don't think I need that. I honestly think that we should just wait for these guys to show up. And we end it right there for Asterion. The most exciting battle of all time. Ball bag, of course. Tracker Taquito. Oh, jeez. Well, they definitely know their targets. Shadowheart. I think we need to do some protection on these guys. So, we need to be able to concentrate. Guidance. Resistance. Cure wounds. Blindness. Attack rolls. Shield of Faith. Protect the creature from attacks. Increase its armor class by 2. Turn undead. Preserve life. Heal your allies. I mean, that one's good in general. Thaumaturgy. Ranged attack. Heartstopper. Those look good. But there's supposed to be like one spell, Sanctuary. Still take damage. You are an ally, cannot be targeted. I think this one is generally good. I like to put that on Shadowheart though, rather than Gale. Maybe I'll put that on myself after I cast Spiritual Weapon. The Return of Darth Maul. I don't want it to get overwhelmed, so I'm gonna put him close by.
Let's see this done.
Wait, why is she going down? Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. And then... I can't imagine that this is gonna help anyone. It's a 40% though. Not too bad. Slightly drunk. Does she have any movement left? No, I guess not. I am quite confused by the fact that she decided to move all the way over there. But let's go ahead and go for it. Just purely on a lark, as they say.
Bleed for me.
Ooh, okay. Hit. Definitely not as... She still has movement. What is this? Okay. Wish we would have moved this box out of the way. Okay, let's end it there. Oh, this is gonna end well for everyone, I'm sure. Okay, Tamias, you definitely gotta get down there and fight. We probably just gotta go ahead and dash. Dash Rendar. Dash like the Flash. We're gonna be wide open here, folks. But better for me to be the one that's the primary target, as opposed to Gale. Is there anything that I can do for Gale to protect him? Probably not. Healing Radiance. Divine Sense. Shield of Faith. Huh. I can't apply it on him because he's too far away. You would assume that this is just like a regular spell, but of course not. Maybe let's put it on myself, since I'm about to be the target of everyone's attack. Requires concentration, huh? Yeah, maybe that's what we do. Shield of Faith on myself. You guys are stuck here with me. That is the worst way to say that. Okay, let's there's not gonna be like a great way to do this. I think we just gotta make sure that we are as far away from rangers as possible. But other than that, we just gotta start beating these guys down. I almost feel like it would be more useful to have these guys come to us. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to have everyone storm in on us. Okay, this is as far as I go, actually. Okay, Darth Maul. Let's make a front. And I think that is it for him. Fortunately, most of these guys can actually be defeated quite easily. But again, not the point, right? Okay, Gale. You gotta throw down some magic, my friend. Cloud of Daggers. He used to have like this gigantic ball of fire, yeah. But also requires concentration. Huh. Maybe we wanna use more Shocking Grasp. All of these special attacks. The Witchy Bolt. What is like something powerful? Release a wave of thunderous force that pushes away all creatures. Ray of Sickness. Maybe the Cloud of Daggers might make more sense here. Just put that right there. Since that's where that giant troll is gonna come from. Plop it right there. Ooh, beautiful. That's a beautiful drop right there. Gotta love it. Potion of healing. What health am I at? Yeah, I think we can drink it. So stay there, Gale. I think you're doing just wonderfully. Maybe move even slightly right here. Gale is our secret weapon. Okay, Astarion, now you are our secret weapon. Why is the field red? I'm confused. Okay, we gotta move all the way over here.
Over here.
Okay, and now we take a bite out of crime. How about that? 42. We're not doing that. Can I bite him? The sweet vampire bite, 100%. But it's gonna heal me, and I don't want to get healed just yet. Can I do a normal attack? Sneak attack melee? Ah, I don't have advantage over him. 65%. There is a chance. There is a chance. Ah, decisions. I just don't want it to fail. Let's see what is this. Piercing strike, deal regular damage, and possibly a gaping wound. It's not gonna make a difference, really. We just gotta go with the main hand attack. Let's just go for it. You believe in me, don't you? Yes! Still have a bonus action. Can I dash? Gonna go closer to everyone else. Gonna hide behind Timaeus, of course. As long as I can hide behind the big guys, I should be fine. I just kind of want to make sure that not everybody is targeted at the same time, if that makes any sense. And as long as I can dash around, that's probably something that I'm going to be able to accomplish. Let me put between myself and the cloud of daggers. No real tactical position here. And that is why we are in Baldur's Gate tactics. Nice. Huh, that is a really far shot. Okay. Now it's up to Shadowheart. I need for her to come close. And keep Timaeus healthy. He's not really doing horrible right now, but I can tell that that's coming.
On my way.
Let's see. I'm probably going to... Can I take away the hex? That's my question. Healing word. That's no good. That's no good, folks. That's no good. Aid. We actually get 5 more hit points, which could be good, right? Maybe. Mr. Enigma, that's too many questions. Bless. I have concentration on nobody right now, so I might be okay. That's not what I want to do, though. Oh, restoration? Paralyze. Target is not... Oh, so none of these things will actually work on him, unfortunately. Okay. Scroll of Burning Hands. Is it too far away? 3 to 18, huh? Can I actually hit him this far with that? How come it's not showing me a percentage? Well, good question, Ailes. I don't know. I feel like we should just try it. See what happens. Wait, what happened? Wow. Why would it... Oh my... That's insane. Oh man. Why would the game not warn me and suggest, oh hey, by the way, you're about to hit your own party member. So bad. Let's leave him there. I feel like there must be something better that we can do here. Ad break is starting in 3 minutes, folks. Sanctuary. I think Tamias already has Shield of Faith on himself, so no need to do that. But yeah, let's go with Healing Word. Just in case Tamias gets like a sound beating here. Okay, at least he's no longer suffering from the effects of my attack. What madness. Come on in. Oof. Okay, that wasn't great. Ooh, nice. My turn. Okay, so this is Spiritual Weapon. Let's go for it. We need to take this guy out quickly. He's a big target. Ah, miss. Okay, and we end turn right there.
Where do I go from here?
Good question. Weapon enchantment. Let's do our best attack, even though our strength is cursed. What is absolute power? Nice. Let's do it. Take this, Guard Gorgon. Ooh, beautiful. Totally whipped him around. That was an excellent shot. And he's at 14 HP. So not bad at all. That was quite the hit. Let's see, Healing Radiance. Divine Sense. Can't really do too much here. Basic Poison. Why would I take that? No reason. Fire Resistance. Wyvern Toxin. Cultivation. Oil of Accuracy. I don't think I need any of these. We can probably just end it for Tamias here. I do feel like he needs to take the charge, take the fight to him.
Can't slow down.
But that's about it. We end it right there. Gotta take on the big target before we regret. Oh, how dare you. Okay, Gale. Come on, baby. And we've got ads starting very soon. I'll stop actively doing stuff during the ad so that people can enjoy the fight, but I will continue to ruminate as to what I need to be doing here. Maybe what I will do is I will drop that giant fire flaming sphere. If there's a time, now's the time. Ooh, look at that. Will break concentration from the cloud. Oh, no. Oh, I see. I don't want that. I mean, it helped us. I feel like maybe we leave it for... I almost feel like if I could swift move the cloud of daggers. Concentration. So the song is Nobody, Nobody, Nobody. I'm only singing it now because nobody's actually watching this part. Got you the way I do. I guess if you got captions on, you probably can read it. So that's something. But let's simply say that this will be our little secret. Little L by Jamiroquai. Welcome back from ads, everyone. And of course, welcome to our esteemed friend and legendary community member, In I Go. How are you doing this fine day? I've got to say, I am not familiar with that particular song. But I'm assuming that's been stuck on your head recently. I should listen to better music. Clearly, I am uncouth, I am uncultured, In I Go. But you know this about me, and yet you choose to come here anyways. But here's hoping that you're having an amazing Friday afternoon. Definitely great to have you. All right, let's do some damage here. Maybe what we're gonna do is do some more magic missiles. I hate to use all my level 1 spell slots though. Maybe a witchy bolt on somebody, but it requires concentration. See, that's the problem. Yup, it's really catchy. Maybe I should just write that down and listen to it. But of course, you know, with my memory and all that. It's like, Ailes, you say that, but you lie to me. Shocking grasp. 1 to 12. It will take away my concentration, which is something that I don't want. Well, actually, I can do a firebolt without using a spell slot. Nice. 75%. 1 to 10. I should be able to burn this guy down. 70%. And he's at 14. What about this guy? 9 out of 9. I should be able to take him out completely. Yeah, let's... Don't shoot the spiritual weapon, please. Grab the traitor. Oh, this is the guy with the handsome mane. Okay, let's burn him down. Since he's the closest to us right now. Oh, only 3. I still have a bonus action though. What can I do? I think we'll leave it there. Good job, Gale. Bake 'em away, toys. Ooh, Eldritch Blast. For some reason I have to say Eldritch like that every time. Okay, so we're gonna dash, we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna dash back. That's the plan. On Warrior Soul first, since he seems to be the closest to us.
Outmaneuver them.
Take a bite out of crime, Asterion. 100%. And it's a pretty good attack. No, actually, do we actually have sneak attack? Can only be used once per turn. Did I already use it? You know what? We're biting. We're biting today. I am tired of not biting. Beautiful. And now maybe just a simple attack, or can we actually leave? Oh, we can't dash, huh? Provokes attack of opportunity. See, it would have been smarter not to do that. Yeah, I think we just dash. We're gonna take the punishment, but that's okay. It is only a potential attack anyways. Ha, nice. Can you keep moving? Yes, sir. And we have him hang here. Beautiful. Wait, why did he just hit him? Okay, everyone's showing up, which means that we need to drop a new spell. Like right in that area where everyone is. Okay, so Shadowheart. What's good for us? Grat the Traitor. I'm gonna actually go up this platform and try to make sure that I don't get hit too badly with people by things. Yeah, I think it makes sense. At the very least, she should have advantage using the crossbow. Nice, high ground. What can she do though? Sacred Flame. It might actually make sense to do the Guiding Bolt. But at least this is a cheap action, 48%. None of these are great. Maybe the Guiding Bolt on this guy, so that we can actually finish this fight. I think that might make the most sense. It actually worked last time. Has advantage. 80%, let's do it. Well, I guess she toasted him. Never mind. No need to actually set that one up. That was a little silly, but what do you expect from the Ales and Fails stream? What, dear viewer, did you expect? Bye, sir. I came here for high-quality entertainment. Is it? Probably this might be the best time to use Sanctuary on myself so I can mostly focus on not getting hit. And continue to be a healer. So Shadowheart stays there. And actually now that nothing can hit me, I can probably come back down. So let's go there. End turn. Darth Maul. Get that traitor guy. Get Trader Joe's. Ooh. Took him down. Man, you hate to see that happen. Spiritual weapon can stay there. Always the pinch hitter. Spiritual weapon.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Okay. Now it's Tamias's turn once again. He needs to go back to the front lines.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
And Devout Mesa. Mezca. Like a nice mezcal. I've heard that that's a good thing. I guess I do have the good fortune that everyone here is more or less tipsy. So I do have some advantage over folks, but not that much. I kind of just want to make sure that I take out everyone as quickly as possible. Oh, how about Fire Breath? If only I had more targets, that would have been sweet. But no. Gotta take them on one by one. What about just a regular attack? How's that work for us? Could you stop trying to hit Darth Maul? That's a good attack, but I better save it for somebody that actually is worthy of it. 7 to 28 damage. Yeah, lots of good smites. I only do have very few spell slots left though, so I better save it for a great target. Okay. Honestly, at this point, I think it makes the most sense to just go with a regular attack and hope for the best. 65% is good anyways. Ooh, beautiful. That was quite the holler. We still have a bonus action. Do I need to do anything? Can I do anything? No, I think we're fine. Wow. Totally ganging up on me, these guys. Okay, Gale. It's time. You know what time it is. We don't need the cloud of daggers anymore. We just need to burn people. Yeah, I understand that it'll break concentration, but I think this is going to be helpful in the long run. Beautiful. So it's still Gale's turn. He's still got a bonus action. Can't really do too much of anything here, so Gale is gonna stay there. Ooh, we've been lucky with avoiding those Eldritch Blasts. Can we do sneak attack ranged? It seems like it's gonna work out. 70%. Let's do it. Oh, come on. That was thievery. Thievery, I say. Yeah, so I can't. Doesn't seem like I can do anything. We're gonna try to get closer to the fight by taking on these rangers. Let's go, provokes attack of opportunity, but why? Oh, I see.
Time to move.
And maybe let's hide close to the, Oh, actually, maybe I can go up here. I remember that there's some... Yeah, let's go up here and maybe start shooting down using the sneak attack. Man, can Asterion fly. Okay, I guess somebody got triggered. No idea who. But I'll take it. That's fine. We can't really go back up there. Some people are sleeping up there. Okay, so I think Asterion is good to stay there. It's kind of wild how much movement he has. Crazy. As long as he has a clear shot, I think he's good to stay here. Let's end it right there. Hey, trying to shoot down like a molten ball of fire. Okay. Let's try and take this guy out. Krola. Oh wow, a whiff. Total whiff. We're gonna end it there for spiritual weapon. You've had a good run, Spirit Darth Maul, but at the same time it hasn't been great. I want to make sure that I don't attack anybody. Target gains 1d4 to ability checks. It'll break my concentration though, so I don't want to do that. But again, I want to stay close to the fight just in case I am needed.
Got to move.
I won't give in.
Sorry about that. Welcome, Michaela. How are you doing today? Thank you for letting me know that my mic was off. I'm terrible at this. I don't know why anybody would put up with this nonsense, but thank you so much for coming in. Here's hoping that you're having a great day, and thank you very much for lurking. Totally understand that. Here's hoping that your Friday is going exceedingly well. You certainly deserve it. And of course, anybody who is currently watching right now, I understand that you put up with a lot of nonsense from me. Kindly give our friend Michaela, aka Gluten-Free Waifu, a follow. She's an excellent streamer, plays a lot of JRPGs. Last time they were playing Silent Hill 2, so right in time for the spoopy season. I've never played Silent Hill 2 myself because I would probably wet my pants. But certainly Michaela over here is probably making good work of that game. It is probably one of those games that I've enjoyed following the lore from, but I've never actually played myself. Let's see, of course, I'm having a nice Friday just playing catch-up today. How's BG3 going? It's going well. I'm trying to just stay alive. I'm honestly trying to fight off like 20 different enemies, but they're all like really weak. So as long as I can keep them at bay, I'll be fine, but it's just like all of this tactical stuff. And as you might recall, I'm not the greatest at fighting. I'm a lover, not a fighter. So yeah, I'm kind of just like, what are my choices? And I'm constantly going between like 5 or 6 different things every time I have to do anything. Thank you for the SO. Appreciate you. Hi, the feeling is mutual. Thank you so much for stopping by, Michaela. And I hope that the rest of your day goes well. Okay, let's magic missile these guys who happen to be slightly drunk. I wonder how long my microphone was off. That's a cheers to my friends. And of course, this is as good a time as any to say, even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we enjoy our drinks. I highly advocate and consider you. I highly advocate and suggest you drink healthy amounts of water. Water, of course, is the element which brings life. Helps you stave off the deleterious effects of things such as alcohol. It helps you stay hydrated and balance those metabolites. So please drink up. Let's see. Of course, I'll still be here while I'm doing some drawing. Hey, nice. And I was unaware that you drew as a hobby. Here, it's always nice to have a creative outlet like that. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for popping in. I only noticed it for like 2 minutes. I refreshed my browser twice to make sure it wasn't me before I said something. Thank you so much for going through that trouble. I gotta tell you, there's definitely been probably like hours of stream where I've just not said anything. I think my problem is that I have like a weak throat, and sometimes I'll just cough and I'll turn off my mic, and sometimes I just forget to turn it back on. But yeah, thanks once again, very much appreciated. All right, let's magic missile these little hucksters. Warlock Gurk. Ooh, maybe this guy. We might be able to take this guy out first, and then 100% this guy, and another one right there. Ah, not enough, but that's okay. No problem. Thank you. Okay, so I think Gale is going to stay there. I think he's doing good damage from the sidelines, and that's honestly all I need him to do. So Gale, feel free to continue hanging out. Ouch. And Asterion, you're gonna sneak your way into our hearts. Must have advantage against target, huh? But they're slightly drunk. Why don't I have advantage? That's obnoxious. Okay. He also has firebolts. How about just ranged attacks? They're actually quite good. once again, it's because all these guys are slightly drunk, so I might be able to take them all out. Let's go for it. Oh, come on, you filthy, filthy, terrible creature. And we've got ads starting in about 3 minutes, folks. Apologies for that. Please do not buy any of the wares that are shown to you. Believe me, you don't need them. Okay, so what we're going to do is... I'm so frustrated by the fact that we could have taken out an enemy, but because of this, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take anybody out. That's fine, though. It's too bad he doesn't have, like, any bonus actions that are, like, attacks. I guess that's more of Karlach's territory. Ouch. Oh no, my great balls of fire. Okay, now it's Shadowheart's turn. Shadowheart, of course, is mostly making sure that Timaeus stays alive. Oh, wow. Thank you for the subscription, Michaela. You absolutely didn't have to. Very, very kind of you. Certainly appreciate that. Yeah, I am at a loss for words. I hope that you find this at least partially entertaining. And now watch me stumble across my words as I try to find ways to express my gratitude. But yeah, thanks again. Okay, so let's go with resistance. Maybe some resistance might be good. Makes the target more resistance to spell effects and conditions. I love hanging out here. Well, we love having you here. Once again, everyone, kindly give Gluten-Free Waifu a follow. Solid member of the community. Alright. I don't think I want her to do anything, to be perfectly honest with you. It seems like everyone, at the very least, is holding up quite well, and I really don't want to waste her resources, especially if we're not actually advancing the battle. So it might make more sense to hang in here. I really hope Timaeus gets his strength back, but it might be a while before that happens. So you know what, we're gonna just end her turn, and then if we need to go back to her, we can probably do that. Ooh, okay. Another character has decided to show their face. Okay, so we've got Darth Maul with us. He's gonna try to attempt to take down Cruella again. Cruella. So let's go for it. Darth Maul. Ooh, beautiful. Whew, another one bites the dust. And answer starting soon, folks. So, run for your lives. Okay, Darth Maul is going to stay right here. I just don't want him to necessarily get in the way of the spiritual weapon. Maybe what I'll have him do is start going after these guys over here. No, I feel like Astarion probably has a good handle on this. Let's place them over here. Okay.
What now?
Okay. And we're probably going to take a quick break right now. And hello and welcome back to the Ales and Fails stream. I'm your host, Ale Wolf, otherwise known as Ales, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, alias Maximus. And happy Friday, one and all. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Of course, we are playing Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, in the middle of a battle with a bunch of goblins. We are trying to take over the Temple of Saloon, which was run over by goblins, and we're having a terrible trying to accomplish that. So yeah, feel free to hang out for some antics here. And of course, welcome Ivan the Great. Ivan indeed the Great. How are you doing this fine Friday afternoon? It's good to see you. Here's hoping that you're having a relaxing Friday, or maybe winding down from work, something of that nature. Maybe looking forward to the weekend. I certainly am. And in preparation to get ready for the weekend, we do have one more drink today. This is something I've never had before. I saw it on the beer stands, on the bottle shop stands, and I had to get it. This is a Cuddle Puddle, and as you can see, we got some gummy bears here in the front. This is from our friends at Black Hammer Brewing Company, and by friends I mean that it is a one-sided relationship and they actually don't know I exist. But yes, Cuddle Puddle is a hazy India Pale Ale. Let's see, very good, thanks. Yes, I'm off now. Thank goodness it's Friday indeed. But yeah, what exactly is a hazy IPA, you might be wondering? It's like ales. I've had IPAs before. They taste like pine sol. Why are you trying to get me to drink this stuff? And then I said, well, that seems like a very harsh opinion, but to each their own. A hazy IPA is different than a standard IPA in the sense that rather than use the hops as a bittering agent, what they do, instead of throwing them in the boiling pot, they take those hops and they put them in the fermentation tank. And what that allows those hops to do is, rather than bitter the whole thing, it allows them to give the beverage floral notes, tropical notes, very just like in terms of flavor and like smells the word that I was looking for. Lots of things like pineapple, citrus notes. It's actually quite nice. They're actually also very thick in comparison to conventional IPAs, and that's because they're largely unfiltered, which means that what's fermented in the tank is largely what ends up in your pint glass. Tastes like pine sol. Yeah, I've heard some people say that, which is something that always stuck with me. I was like, well, I guess if I was drinking pine sol, it would probably taste like a really bad IPA. I've also heard just like hop water, which I could see that, and just like what is it like? There's far less pleasant ways to express that. So yeah, some people really don't like the bitter beer. I am certainly not a fan, but yeah, pine sol. That's funny. So where was I? Yeah, so hazy IPAs are a little bit different. If you care to try them, they generally will have like 3 of those in your local craft brewery, if you're lucky enough to find some of them. They're all the rage. People seem to like them. I like them. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. Let's quickly see what Untappd has to say on this particular beer before we actually taste it. By moving over to this screen. Okay, so Cuddle Puddle by Black Hammer Brewing Company, a 6% alcohol by volume, nothing to write home about. Cuddle Puddle. Our core hazy IPA is bursting with juicy Cryo, Citra, Idaho 7, and Galaxy hops, and is one of our smoothest hazies we've ever brewed. We get pink guava, peach ring, passion fruit, mango, Valencia orange, lime, and lychee, and Chun-Li and E Honda and Blanca. All the friends are here. As you can see, there's definitely quite to sample here, and I have had this before. It definitely tastes a little bit more like a Pog flavor, if you're familiar with those. We do love Pog around here. Let's go ahead and actually taste this thing. Let's see, I agree, I'm not a big IPA fan, but I have found a few that are good. Hazy IPAs are great though. Yeah, I feel like, I started off by not liking IPAs at all, but now if I trust a brewery, I will actually try their IPAs. And sometimes it's not that bad. Sometimes it's okay. So let's actually go ahead and taste this. And where did I leave my glass? Oh my god, technical difficulties. I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. I found my glass. I had left it in the kitchen. And if you happen to be spying on the churro cam, you will have noticed that I was wearing socks with sandals. Don't judge me. Let's see. Question of the night. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. I haven't heard that one. But yeah, it's I was kind of interested to find out if people had been having songs stuck to their head. Thank you for sharing, Ivan. Maybe I should look that one up. I know that I haven't heard too much from Billie Eilish, but I know that she is a very popular musician. I was just telling chat earlier that my latest earworm was Nobody by One Republic. And it goes like, nobody, 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 nobody's got you the way I do. And it's because it's the ending theme song to an anime called Kaiju Number 8. Hey, I wear socks with sandals too. It's definitely a West Coast thing. Yeah, maybe. That might be true, Michaela, but the other thing is that I've been doing this since I was a child when I was living in Peru, and then in Miami, which is East Coast, and then here, and in North Carolina. So maybe it's a West Coast thing in all the West Coast, because Peru is in the West Coast of South America. Anyways, thank you very much for confessing. Clearly, we think alike. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually taste this thing. Where was I? Alright. And here's hoping that this... I'm always wary of opening cans live because, I kid you not, 9 out of 10 times, it'll just like completely burst and it'll make a mess all over my desk. And I've got mitigation strategies, but it's never like the cleanest thing in the world. Alright, so as you can see, it is a hazy mixture. It is translucent at best. It's got a thick body. In terms of a nose, I definitely sense some sweet orange, some slight passion fruit and like a sour smell expression. Mango flesh, as opposed to mango peel. And that's all I'm sensing from that nose. Faminale, dear viewers. And so thick. I want to say 3 out of 5 in terms of body composition. It's actually got a good body to it. Very tiny bubbles, very low on the bittering. I want to say that it is something that you taste as you finish it, but it's certainly something that doesn't linger. And that's kind of what I look for whenever I'm trying to get used to the bitterness of a beer. Does it linger? And if it lingers and it builds up, and when it just like washes away, I kind of just enjoy that. Definitely the mango flesh taste is actually very much there. It's not the sweetest of mangoes, but certainly tasty. Again, that sourness is coming from both guava and passion fruit, I want to say. I do love eating a good guava. Need to go back to Miami for that. And yeah, and then also just like a hint of lime is what I'm sensing there, though I could have confused that with lemon as well. Yeah, so it's nice. It's not bad. It actually tastes a little bit more like a fruit beer as opposed to a hazy IPA. So I gotta give them props for that. Cuddle Puddle is getting a 3.5 out of 5 from us today. Let's see, and that, as they say, is that. Oh, that would make a good sound command. A beer pour. You think so? You know, there was one time that somebody told me that I should just start opening my cans in front of the microphone in order to make an ASMR effect. And I tried that a few times. First of all, nobody said that it sounded like ASMR, and second, one of the cans did essentially like burst into foam, and then it kind of like got the entirety of my microphone wet, so that experiment didn't necessarily work out too well. But I appreciate the thought, you're thinking. I like the way that you're thinking, Ivan. But with that, let's go back to Baldur's Gate 3. Alright. So, let's put the sound back on. I really hope that I can actually get through this fight in this session. I would hate to leave everyone in a cliffhanger. So it's Timaeus. Timaeus is up. Let's move closer to this way. Provokes attack of Oh, wait a second. We've got this guy right in front of us. 70%. Let's go. Let's do it. Ooh, beautiful. And he is out for the count. Okay. Now the question is... Okay, nice. So she's focused over there. Let's go over here and try to clear out these guys. Might be able to get some of these guys all at the same time. I wonder if I aim my fire breath from here, I'll be able to get 2 of them. We can only try.
Need to find a way forward.
And this is actually part of the reason why I chose a Dragonborn, because he has fire breath. But of course, I have no actions to do that, because I'm a smart guy just like that. You know what? I feel like we just leave him there. That, as they say, is that, as Owaka the 10th used to say. Okay, so maybe the flame ball is gonna go over here, and we're gonna ram this guy. Or maybe we just put him here, because I feel like he might attack Timaeus if left unchecked. Ooh, nice. Okay. And now we dodge ram it. Have you ever heard a more beautiful sound? Okay, so Great Ball of Fire is going to hang there. Gale. Okay. Now the question is, how do we target this lady all the way over here? Can he actually cast Magic Missile from all the way over there? Or the Witchy Bolt? It's too far. I feel like at this point we probably need to start mobilizing Gale. Otherwise this is not gonna work out. Ooh, high ground. 85. Oh, but it will dissipate the flaming sphere, so I don't want that to happen. Let's go for more magic missiles, I think. Magic missiles are so good. They are better than they have a right to be. So 100%. How much? Let's go with this guy, 1. And then 1 here. And another one there. Look at that, he's just commanding the field. Okay. So now we're gonna go down and we're gonna start trying to get into the fight. I wonder if I can just jump down actually. Let's be heroic. Come down here. Way to Gale, go. Way to go, Gale. And here we go. Alright, I think that is it for Gale. Armor of Agathis. Okay, Asterion. Come on, you gotta start doing some damage here. Must have advantage, huh? Come on, these guys... I should be able to just take these guys out. Look at that, 80%. What can I do to... I don't want to wake up those people, but I feel like they're gonna get woken up. Stink. They're gonna wake up no matter what, so... best to just leave those folks there. 70%. Path is interrupted. Can I actually use a magical arrow instead? This might actually be what we want. Let's see, Arrow of Acid, permanent. Damage 8 to 21. And explodes in a spray of acid, huh? Applies acid. Arrow of Ill Matter. Nothing, what's the matter with you? Prevent your target from regaining hit points. Lightning. Spread magical darkness of impact. Ooh, permanent fire. Maybe let's do the acid one right now. 70%. Let's do it. Wait, why is it path is interrupted? Is that the reason? Oh, I see. Even if I can do it, he can't fire through... Okay, I understand. We're gonna apply the Arrow of Acid to these guys, so that they're all covered in acid. Miss? Well, okay, at the very least they should be covered in acid. Which is not a bad thing. I wonder if I can... No, never mind. He can't really go up here, unfortunately. I feel like no matter what, this character is gonna wake up everyone else. So we'll just get ready for that when it happens. Asterion, you stay there. Okay, Shadowheart. Stay close to Timaeus. This is the main guy that we have to avoid. Take down. Range attack of 50, huh? He's just gonna get... Okay. Let me move her over here.
On my way.
In terms of an action... I honestly don't think there's anything that she needs to do. Maybe she can throw a potion over to Timaeus. I think that might make the most sense. 25%. Why? He's right there. Why can't he just throw the thing? Ah, okay. Be that way. I liked you. But if you're gonna act like that... Not enough movement. Do I have like a regular healing spell? Sacred Flame, Guidance. Maybe a minor healing word. Heals a target you can see. But at the same time, it's going to consume one level spell slot. So maybe I don't want that to happen. Honestly, I kind of just feel like we just need to evoke a healing energy that restores your allies. That's pretty cool. I'll keep that one in mind. Gain advantage on intimidation and performance checks. I don't know that there's any point in that, but sure. There we go. I think that is it for Shadowheart. Ouch. Okay. That was not necessarily good. Spiritual weapon, you're gonna fly. Doesn't seem like he has that great of a flight distance, unfortunately. Maybe let's just walk. And he should be able to go upstairs over here. So, you stay there.
Well, so much for peace.
So much for peace indeed. Can I actually jump up here? Looks like I can. Beautiful. The mathematics work. Main hand attack. Okay. How many spell slots do we have? Not many. We're just gonna fight. And we got ads starting in about 3 minutes, folks. Stay safe out there.
Let's get this over with.
Ooh. Nice. Okay, so let's end right there. I wish I would have had like slightly more of an oomph in that hit. But he had extra armor on him, so that makes sense. Let's end turn. How dare you? Flaming orb. What are you doing? Flaming orb is gonna go assist over here. Can you move some more? No, I think we're fine. Okay, Gale. Let's get closer to the action over here. I actually want him to go all the way to where what's his name? Asterion is. That can be like another tactical point.
Swiftly now.
And maybe we dash? How far can we go? Ah, not enough. What madness. Let's stay far away from the battle. Like, maybe we can hide behind this tree. Just like Clark Kent's father once said in the Man of Steel movie. Maybe. Asterion, it's your go. 81%. This one is a 64. Okay, let's get this guy. Unfortunately, it seems like Asterion is also acidified. Okay, one more down. Do I need to worry about Asterion yet? Maybe. I might just go ahead and drink a potion, honestly. Okay. Nice. But for now, we're just going to stay here. Ad is starting soon, folks. Brace yourselves. Okay. Shadowheart. Can I actually heal the spiritual weapon? Decisions. And we are enjoying some Cuddle Puddle from Black Hammer Brewing Company. Okay, I think we are going to just leave her there. I don't think she needs to necessarily engage. Let's see. Hide can be quick access. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we just hide here.
No need to fight fair.
Okay, we end turn. Oh, wow. And of course, ads are going right now. We'll end in 30 seconds and then we can continue with the party. Did anybody, I know that nobody's listening to this, but did anybody used to watch one Saturday mornings on ABC channel? I thought that the cartoons were, some were good, like Recess was good, but I really actually just tuned in mostly to listen to the song at the beginning of the animation block, which was like, what is it? 5 hours of summer, once a week, one Saturday morning. Yeah, I miss that. I miss that. Oh, and welcome back from ads from. So yes, what's it called? We're actually flying to this platform and continuing with the fight. Although at this point, some backup might be good for Tamaya's. Yeah. We've still got a little bit of movement, but honestly, it's not going to get us that far. Okay. So we ended there for Darth Maul.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Can I just take you out with like a strong attack? I think we need to do this. Fire Breath? 2 to 12 though. Is that enough? Heroism. Backbreaker. It makes them prone. This might actually be good, but what does a standard melee attack do? Weakening Strike. This non-lethal attack. Brace range. Nature's Wrath. 5 to 12, huh? Let's make this guy prone. I don't want him to run away. And it seems like we can continue doing this, so it's not gonna be like, Oh, actually it needs a short rest. But it might work. 80%, let's go. Ah, he saved himself from the backbreaker. You filthy, filthy. Or, sorry, that's too harsh. How about you goblin with bad personal hygiene? Let's just leave him there. I don't want to shove him because I feel like he might actually trigger more ads our way. So maybe we just end it right there. And now it's all up to the goodness gracious great balls of fire. Let's dodge ram this guy. Ooh. And he is out for the count. Beautiful. Okay, so now really what we have to do is find a way to attack this person all the way up here at the lookout. At Kami's lookout. And I don't have like a good resolution for that. I'm a little bit stumped. I almost feel like it's oh wait, there's one more guy here. There was one more guy there all along. Okay, we end there. Gale. Gale, do this one for us, please. Maybe we dash? do the Gale Dash.
May it please, Mistra.
Okay, now can we actually hit this person? Oh, we don't have an action, huh? That makes sense. That's fine. Do we have any more movement? I don't want to just leave him there. Maybe over here. Behind this column, it might be actually better. Although, and therein lies the question. Okay, he's no longer poisoned. Great. So my question is... Ooh, 70%. Not bad. This might actually work. It's not a sneak attack though. But a regular attack. I'm surprised that he can hit from over there, but... You know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Let's go. Ooh, wow. Wait, did it just ran away? Just totally ran away. Okay, well that was something. How do we even get back up there? Okay. That's fine. Let's go over here.
Let's move.
Just in case we get another chance like that. I am so shocked by the fact that just totally left the map, it seems. Okay, I'll let it be.
Can't afford to let up.
And its spiritual weapon. Can't reach. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Darth Maul can do anything here because Timaeus is blocking the way. But afterwards, it's him. You know what? Darth Maul is gonna skip his turn.
What's the plan?
I need to heal Timaeus. This guy's in bad shape. Okay, let's use maybe some healing word, maybe just a super cure spell. Where's my good spell? Cure wounds. And it costs 1 level spell slot. What are we giving up if we do that? Level 2 spell slot. Oh, this one is 1 channel divinity, so I think we're good with that one. We're gonna do cure wounds. Timaeus.
Take you.
Nice. That was a good heal. Good, not great. That's how it goes.
Time to push my luck again.
Okay. 90%. Okay, let's go. Finally, he's out. Wow, that one took long. Okay, let's go all the way over here and jump down. Actually, how do we find this goblin lady? She like totally disappeared. I'm so confused. Does anybody feel that? Does anybody feel my confusion? As far as I can tell, there's only one enemy left in the fight, and it's that archer. So maybe what we need to do is get rid of that guy, and then we'll simply figure out what to do next. Maybe I'm not seeing something? But that's par for the course here at the Ales and Fails stream. Do we have any more movement? Doesn't seem... Oh, yeah. A couple steps. Okay, I think we ended there. Okay, Flaming Sphere. Do your thing. Ooh, totally torch that thing. Can you dodge ram him? I love the after effects. Yes! What a gosh darn crazy fight. Okay, I can't believe we actually did that one. That is wild, folks. I'm actually impressed with myself, which never happens. So this is good. I'm sure that there's still like fight to be had here, but you know what?
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
There might be. I think we're gonna actually go take a long rest because we can't. I don't think we can keep doing this. What we're gonna do is I don't want to trigger any fights right now, so we're gonna just go to camp immediately. We'll have to loot these guys afterwards. But yeah, let's take a long rest first. What? I was so just like, oh, this is not gonna happen today. It's not gonna happen. Crazy stuff. Okay, so let's talk to some of these guys before we turn in for the night.
Yes.
You're good, Asterion. I like your style. Gale?
How can I help?
Nothing new for him to say. Aw, Scratch.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically.
Wait, let me actually activate my animal speak. We have to see what is in Scratch's mind. Find familiar. Oh, there it goes.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
He just kind of has the cutest voice. This just like a really wholesome person voice. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just, I don't know, it's just wholesome. What a sweetheart. Unlike certain boys around here who cause trouble all the time. I'm just kidding, I love him. Yes, we do love petting the dog. We love petting the dog every chance we get, Chungus. Every chance we get. Who am I missing? Shadowheart, right? I returned from my lurk with coffee. Well, that sounds like an excellent supplement for this afternoon. Actually, I don't know what time zone you're in, but I definitely drink a cup of coffee around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my time. Cheers to you. Okay, let's find Shadowheart and then let's rest for the night. Once upon my younger years, when all the shadows disappeared.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
Ah, is my face red? Okay. I don't think it's time to talk about this right now, but we'll save that conversation. Let's see, Central Time here, but I'm a goblin and I drink coffee whenever. Hey, I find no issues with that if your body can process the caffeine and you can have a nice rest. I definitely used to have 3 cups of coffee a day. I've whittled myself down to 2, but occasionally in the evening I will have like a small cup of green tea, and I sleep just fine because I'm dead tired. Okay, let's have a long rest. How do I trigger that now? Long rest, not short rest. Can I actually just end the day? Yes. Wait, no. Can I... Is long rest the same thing as ending the day? Take a long rest. Yes. Okay. So let's see if any folks have something to say. Karlak, what's on your mind?
Hey, soldier.
I guess nothing new today. Let's see. I always like how close this game was to a real D&D, but it's hard for me to play games like these. Are you a fan of tabletop D&D? I used to play 4th edition, which is of course not the cup du jour these days. Everyone's all about the 5th edition.
Well,
Everyone
my day just
disliked
improved.
4th edition.
Did you want something?
It's like those internet sidebar ads that would say doctors hate this, but instead of doctors, it's just people hate D&D 4th edition. Let's see. Maybe now's the time to talk about this. You and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
I did say it in a serious voice, so it's my fault. I don't know. Let's go for something a little more neutral here. How are you faring?
It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justiciar. But perhaps I should be content with my lot. I'm already blessed to have you at my side, after all.
Those are very kind thoughts. Shadowheart, an individual after mine own heart. Let's leave it there. Asterion, you always have something saucy to say.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
No, I guess nothing. Doesn't seem like anybody has anything new to say today. Lae'zel?
Speak.
No, we've had these conversations, so I think we're fine. Okay, let's see. I played 5th edition once for a few weeks. I've always wanted to play some cyberpunk type D&D game. I'm sure there's games like that out there. Back in the day when I used to live in North Carolina, the East Coast, I had a group of friends that I played D&D and other role-playing games with, and we definitely had a couple of like more modern setting role-playing games. I forget what their names were, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had like this ongoing campaign, and we even had like an audio-only podcast, which was the thing to do back then.
You wish to speak?
Let's go with What about the secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. Aradin was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. I'd start there.
Okay. Let's see. Sounds fun. Yeah, it was fun, but I think the main thing there was just the fact that I had the people at hand available and willing to play, right? It's always difficult to judge the merits of a game that is meant to play with other people in your presence when you don't have those people. Unfortunately, in my old age, I am at a lack for friends. So I have found friends online though, and that's fine. But yeah, if you ever have a means to like have a group of friends join you in tabletop games, there's quite a lot of them out there. I know that some people actually play them online though. I've never tried that myself. It can't have been easy surrendering your title. Wouldn't you miss being first druid?
Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oak Father's creations.
That Oak Father sure is cool. Let's see. We tied onions to our belts, which was this. Wait, is that Futurama? Is that The Simpsons? What am I thinking here? I know the reference, but I don't remember the show. That's good. That's good, Ivan. I like the way you think again. Serenity now. Okay. This shadow curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
The better. Understood. Understood. Let's see. Oh, that was Abe Simpson. Yeah, it does sound like something that he would say while he's talking about the old times. But yeah, that was a well-timed, Ivan. I appreciate
You've
it.
got something to say.
I think that's it. Let's actually just turn in. I don't think anybody has any new dialogue. How about you, Scratch? Anything before we turn in?
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
What a darling. Crazy kiddo. Alright, let's go ahead and you know, take a nap. I think we need to recharge all of our spell slots. Let's go with all this meat. Pork shoulders. We can spend 4 out of 5, I guess. Can we split this? No, don't use the whole thing. What are you doing? Oh wait, auto-selected. Maybe some water. I wish this thing would actually tell you how many... Oh, 10 camp supplies. So, yeah, use 4 out of 5. Let's go for a full rest. Look at all these sausages. I hope they're keeping them at least well salted. I do love my salty sausages. Actually, the last time I had a sausage was I attended this Oktoberfest celebration at a downtown close to me. And of course, in addition to 2 liters of beer that I had, I also had some delicious bratwurst. It was quite nice. Just missing Oktoberfest. One day I will go back to Munich. Scratch, you have something to say? Let me actually go ahead and put my spell to speak with animals once again because it's a new day. Nice.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Oh, he has something. What have you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
He just gave me a potion. Look at this. See, some dogs around here contribute to society. Sorry, I'm looking at the churro over there. Very cool. So he gave me an extra potion of healing. We can actually go back out there. I don't think anybody else has anything else new to say. So we've got what we need. I think we can stick with the same party, honestly. So let's keep Asterion, Gale, Shadowheart, and Tamias, of course. Let's head back out. Actually, you know what? No, I think that's probably it for us. If anything, we were probably gonna go for like 5 more minutes. Let's go back to intermission, folks. And that was Baldur's Gate 3 in the corner of the stream we know as the Modern Speakeasy. Thank you so much for your company today. Thank you so much for the cheer, Ivan. Very much appreciate that, my friend. You absolutely didn't have to. Your presence alone is all that matters, but very kind gesture. So I'll be back to streaming Baldur's Gate 3 probably next week. Check my schedule. Feel free to check out the socials over there, which I guess just posted, but I'll go ahead and repost them. In case you're ever wondering what I am up to, what nonsense, what madness I am up to, feel free to follow me on the socials. I stream on Thursdays and Fridays. Thursdays I play retro and I'm playing either Final Fantasy VIII or Donkey Kong Country 3. And on Fridays, I play modern games, and it's either Baldur's Gate 3 or Elden Ring. So feel free to follow me on the socials to find out what nonsense I'm doing. Once again, thank you very much everyone for popping in. Certainly thank you very much Ivan, Chungus, Inaiko, Michaela of course, Dark was here earlier as well. I'm sure I'm missing somebody and I am sorry for that. I implore you, please be kind. My memory is not what it used to be. But thank you very much every single one of you for popping in today. Let's go ahead and find a raid target, why don't we? I think let's go ahead and send the love forward, as people like to say. As people used to say in the olden days. I've got somebody in mind. I'm hoping that they are currently streaming. Let me just check for just a second. Quick filter. Gotta search for following. Let's see. And of course, it's showing me. Actually, let me see if give me just a second here, folks. Yes, Hunt. So I wanna raid my friend Hunt Train DX, who is currently doing Resident Evil 4. If I could just spell that properly. Let's see, Hunt _ Train. There we go. And everybody loves a good Resident Evil 4, right? I love it. I haven't even played it, but I loved it. So let's go say hello to him. Let me go ahead and post a raid message if you're so kind to copy and paste that. This is for viewers. And then this one is for followers. I don't have a subscriber one because I don't find myself that popular. Thank you so much for popping in, Michaela. You're absolutely most welcome. I'm going to go ahead and copy one of these myself just because every single time I forget. But yeah, as I like to say, and let me try to be cool about this time, stay thirsty, Alpac. We'll see you again.